comfortable here and we're united and we're on the same page. All right? So come out of your seats, reach across the walls, across the aisles, and greet. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Uplift meeting. Come on, move. All right.
Good. How are you? Oh, you're shit. Oh, good.
All right. And now for the uplift, this is one of our required workshops. Okay. We have, for the uplift, there's one-on-one meetings, which maybe we haven't been as diligent, but we want to do that. 2, we want to have some workshops. We want to have you guys involved with your faculty and well as staff to make sure that you're taking the proper steps to kind of persist from semester to semester. What's the ultimate goal of Uplift? That you all graduate. And you graduate with high GPAs. And that you either land in a 4-year college with some scholarship money. Who wants to be average? Nobody wants to be associated with anything average. You don't even remember average. I bet you if I asked you last couple of years who won the Super Bowl, or who was second in the Super Bowl, you'd be like, nobody remembers that. So you guys aren't average. You may not know that yet. You may not know that you are high achievers. That's my job, to kind of take the veil off of you and realize you're high achievers. You're going to excel. You're going to be men of excellence. You're going to be people of leadership, of scholarship, persistence, diligence, and good citizens, good people. Who wants to be around a slimy, grimy millionaire? Because a lot of times, that's all you guys want. I don't want to make money. I want to make money. I want to make money. Yeah, but you got to be a good person as well. Everyone knows the climate in the world right now. You guys can make the difference right here in this room. So that's why I brought Mr. Golson here today, or Dr. Golson. Let me give you some of his background, reason why. Recently, a former principal of Ansonia High School, currently a professor at Bowie State University in Maryland. Okay? Graduate, college graduate, AIC, American International College in Massachusetts. Master's, American International. Doctorate, Nova University. Former high school star. Former college football star. DJ in the fraternity of Alpha Phi Alpha. Man of the Year in Ansonia. Man of the Year for NAACP. Numerous accomplishments throughout his life. All of you right now are going to have to hit certain benchmarks in your life, whether you know it or not. Your benchmark right now is your associates. Then you're going to climb to the ladder for something else. Here's someone that has achieved those successfully and learned to navigate barriers. A lot of you have barriers. This is why Uplift was first put together, because we realized our men of color were facing some barriers, and they didn't know how to navigate it. And they didn't want to know they didn't know who to communicate to and where to go for help. So they came to the college, they were here, but they weren't taking advantage and they weren't graduating. That's a problem. The number one way to get up out of a depressed situation or out of poverty is through education. We know that. We understand that. Though I have other responsibilities, this is a primary responsibility, to help you navigate, regardless of where your protocol is from. I mention that because in this room, we come from different places, but we all have the same goal. We want to make sure that you get your associates. We want to ensure that you land on your feet somewhere positive. We can help you, but I need you to help us. So after this, we're going to ask him this, where he's going to speak. We're going to have a Q&A. We do have some, we got some snacks. We got some snacks. I'm going to put it like that. We got some snacks. And We're also gonna have, just to let everyone know, we're gonna have an end of the year kind of, I want to say a celebration or decompressor. We're gonna have it over here at the bowling alley. We'll let you know about that date. We're also gonna have, I believe, a mental health specialist come in before the end of the semester. For the Uplift guys, we're gonna make sure that we do a heavy push over the line so you all can be successful for your midterms. And then plan for the spring semester. So that's what it looks like. So I want to welcome you all here, new guys, former, some bad boys, everybody, we're all one. We're all one. So at this time, I want to
and say, hey, you're not going to be like hiding around and not doing what you normally do. And so you need that positive person that will help. You got to be around positive people. You got to find that person. Okay, you got to find it, or sometimes they find you.
I have two questions for you. So one question is like, how did you find the time like to manage everything? Because you obviously were so busy with so much stuff, and that's why I feel like I'm kind of stuck at like time management. And the second question is, a man like yourself, a high zest and a lot of things going on for you. Like, how did you separate yourself from distractions like girls or friends or parties and stuff like that? How did you separate yourself?
Okay. All right, keep the girl part. Remind me about that.
All right.
What was the first part you said?
Time management.
Time management. I was doing a lot of stuff, right? Okay, I came out of college, and I just started. I was teaching. I worked in prison. I taught in the prison. I worked in prison and taught in prison. And then I got involved with sports, with basketball, boys basketball, girls softball, all kinds of stuff. All-star teams. I had 4 all-star teams all at once. So I was just like, I was just running. I was running from one place to the other. I kept going. It just happened that my schedule worked out. You have to be careful because sometimes there were some things I dropped. I stopped doing. I didn't tell you all the things I did, but there were some things I had to stop. Not the year in which I was doing it, but the following year or so. So the time management is very important. Now, the distractions. I worked in an all-female field.
Yeah.
I went to college. There were distractions in college, but you manage those. But as you get older, mature, marry, what have you, I just kept my focus, and I always had this attitude of what if. Okay, I liked my life.
Yeah.
So why would I just disturb it or destroy it by doing something that wasn't good for my career or for my life or for my family? So I always kept my family first. I always kept the Lord first. I always kept my eye on the prize. And my prize, my focus, my dreams, my goals, all of those things were from the book I Am Third, where God is first, my family's second, and I am third. From the book I Am Third. Gail Sears wrote the book, and there was a movie about it, I Am Third. And I wore number 40 in honor of Gail Sears, running back, and the story. And so that touched me so much. I think I just kind of wanted to live that life. I am third. And that's how I approached everything. Yes, sir.
Earlier you spoke about callings and passion. So how would you tell the difference between calling and passion? And if you haven't found your calling, how would you feel about finding your calling?
sometimes you're calling. I think I found mine early. Found mine real early. And mine was just kind of like, it was up here. I want to help people. I thought I wanted to be a social worker. Next thing I know, someone steered me towards special education teacher. So I became a teacher. And all along, as I was doing that, I was doing programs in the schools. And I was doing, I had Drug-Free Leadership Club, where we took 110 kids down to Washington, D.C., never heard of. So my passion was kids. From an early start, it was kids, working with kids. And I guess that was my calling. It came early. Coaching and working with kids, loving to be around kids, laughing with kids. When I stopped working, I was trouble. I was real big trouble. When I stopped working at the prison, I worked in the prison. And so you work in the prison as a teacher or as a correctional officer. I was a teacher at the time. And everybody's like, yeah, I'll kill you. You know, they would say crazy stuff. Like, I'll yoke you up, man. I'll yoke you up. They come running. I'll yoke you up, man. And I stand there and say, man, yoke me. I'm just playing, man. I just want to see how you react. And then all along you're like, maybe I'm going to get yoked up right now. But, I'm not going to stand there and, just take it. So when I came out and started working with kids, everything was funny. Everything was like teachers would get upset about stuff. I would laugh. It was embarrassing, but I tried not to laugh in front of them. But I would laugh about a lot of things, and kids would come to me with issues, and we'd sit around the table and just laugh all day long. I got in trouble as a teacher because we were laughing so much and so loud. The next door teacher kept complaining about us laughing and having a good time. So when I came out of the prison system, my passion was probably that fired me up even more because I was having such a good time with kids. And when I first came out and started working, that was the passion and the fire and the coaching and being with kids. And I knew that was my calling. And so my second, that was my first big calling. I still am in the same calling. I'm working with college people, young men and young women who want to be educators, who want to have that fire and passion. So I love it. I love it. And I do the same thing with them. We laugh, we giggle, we do silly stuff when I see them. We're like, well, what about this course? What am I supposed to do? Oh, why don't you hook up with so and so over there, and she's really good at it. Oh, I say yeah. How are you gonna make it? You gotta network and work together. Passion. That was my passion, man. I don't know why. It stuck with me. And here I am still, stuck with me. I love it. Anything else? Y'all want to eat?
All right, brother.
No, I just have to reach.
All right, I guess we can get lined up.